Welcome back to the battlefield, my warriors. This is Dark Son of Legend here, playing Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. Hopefully I sound more excited to you guys, and yeah, because I am. Last episode, on episode 2, I didn't have much commentary, and I felt like it was kind of lackluster. I definitely didn't have much emotion in my voice, and it also seemed a little bit loud, and that was... The loud part was probably because I was actually a little bit closer to my mic than usual, and I was actually leaning in. I didn't think it was going to be that bad, but it was. So hopefully I'm not as loud this time. If I am, then let me know if you guys want me to make my mic quieter. But yeah, basically what happened is, I'll be straight with you guys. I actually had this entire game recorded. I had the entire adventure mode recorded, and I was well into the side missions. I had about 15 plus hours, and I had a feeling that I was actually almost done. At the very least, I felt like I was about halfway done with the side quests, and I was pretty excited, not only because I had that much recorded, but also because I had really great commentary. I really felt proud of myself. I felt like I had good commentary. And what happened was I went to go delete some game capture on a file that I suspected was just a random copy that I didn't need, but in fact it was actually directly linked to the Elgato capture device that I was using. And me being stupid when it comes to technology, I didn't realize that, and I deleted it before I realized what it was. I lost all my game files. So besides the first 2 episodes, which is the episode 1 for the prologue, and also the legend mode playthrough of the Nine Tails attack that I already uploaded, besides those 2 videos, the second episode and all the videos that come after this are going to be from my new playthrough. And the reason why I sounded so I don't know, blank on the last episode was pretty much because I was down down in the dumps that happened. I was really upset with myself, and also because I had a friend over, and I didn't think it would be that much of a difference, but I guess having a friend in the same room when I was recording felt a bit weird to me. So not only was I disappointed and having trouble actually putting emotion into my voice and excitement, but I also felt, you know, kind of embarrassed for some reason. I don't really know if that's something that's natural, like if it happens to you guys a lot too or not, but it felt weird. So that's why my second episode was kind of lackluster except for the gameplay. I'm sorry about that, guys. I hope you still stuck with me and watched the 3rd episode, because from here on out I'll be having great commentary again, I hope. Yeah, so, you know, I'm trying to make it up to you guys, and this is also my 3rd playthrough of the game. I did my first playthrough on Twitch. I already said it in my other episodes, but I'm not sure if I said it in my first, which, of course, like I said, it got deleted, so I'll say it again. In my Twitch stream, my computer wasn't very good with it, and it actually, you know, it actually didn't stream very well. The frame rates kept dropping a lot, and because of it, it kept spurting out, and the stream stopped for like a second. So even though it captured most of the gameplay, it was still, instead of a continuous like hour or 2 hour long stream, it was cut into 20-minute segments. And also it got to the point where at the end, when I finished the game up, it was lagging so bad that it was actually 5 minutes behind showing on Twitch what I already completed on screen. So you were hearing my commentary a full 5+ minutes early before it even happened on screen, not to mention that the frame rates were horrible. So for that reason, I decided to do a playthrough of the game for my YouTube channel. I also decided to do a playthrough for my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'll start playing. I also decided to do a playthrough for my YouTube channel because there are these things called Ultimate Decision Mode, which I probably already mentioned in my first episode since it already happened. But since there are 2 of those things, and I didn't see what happened in the story mode, depending on what you choose, I decided to do a playthrough doing everything that I didn't do, which was hero mode. I did legend mode completely through my Twitch playthrough, and I'm doing hero mode completely through this playthrough, and I'm also going to be doing separate side videos for the legend mode battles through my playthrough, you know, like separated from the story, no cutscenes or anything, just the battle itself, for those of you that are interested to see the differences. And trust me, there are some pretty interesting differences. I mean, it's nothing that's gonna like change the whole course of the story. The storyline still progresses the same, but the battles themselves are different, both in the way that they're played out and also in the difficulty. So if you guys are interested, then go ahead and watch those too. But yeah, so that's basically the lowdown. Deleted my files, was really stupid about that, and I'm also trying to recover from that little shock. So from now on, I'll be putting some more emotion into my commentary, and I'll be doing it over again. The game is fantastic. I loved it to death and everything, so I don't think I'll have much trouble with that. I also mentioned before, I don't know if it was in the first episode or not, but you know, I'll whatever I mentioned in my playthrough that I deleted, and I'm not sure if it was mentioned within the first episode or if I know it wasn't, I'll be mentioning again. But I will be doing a review for this game on my YouTube channel, but I'm not ready for it yet. Obviously, I want to finish the story mode for you guys first, but also even though I'm re-recording this, I never actually finished the entire story. I finished the main story, but never the side missions, and I haven't spent nearly enough time with a free battle where you can play with friends or even online. So I'm going to be exploring that a little bit first before I decide to do anything else. Before I decide to review it. So that'll be a little ways off. But yeah, I will be reviewing it, and I hope you guys look forward to it. So far, my impression of this game is fantastic, but you know, it does have some flaws, and I will point them out. I will give you guys my honest opinion. I'm not going to defend it to my death. There are flaws, and I will point them out. There are things that I'm disappointed that either were that weren't in the game or that I thought could have been done differently, and I will point them out. But all in all, guys, this game is fantastic, and I recommend picking it up. So yeah, but you'll hear more about my opinion as the time goes on. I'll be talking about the game, about story mechanics throughout the game that I thought were good or I thought were bad, things that connect to Storm 2 directly, which I am doing a playthrough of, and I am kind of advertising, I'll admit it, but I'm not really trying to just advertise. I'm actually trying to tell you guys, if you want to know more about the story, you can go, like, either watch the anime or watch my playthrough of Storm 2. I mean, if you're on the channel watching my videos and you like them, then not only would I appreciate you guys watching my playthrough, but at the same time it might actually make sense, you know, like, it would just be easy or something.
He was completely holding back.
But, and yeah, so I'm talking through these cutscenes, guys. I'm trying to catch up for all the stupidity I just amassed in the last 2 days. But anyway, so yeah, I will be relating some stuff to Storm 2. I will be talking about my opinions, and I will be trying to crack jokes here and there. Sometimes most of the time they may be cheesy or really not that funny at all, but that's my personality. I'm still gonna do it anyway, whether you guys like it or not. And hopefully, even if it's lame jokes, you'll at least laugh at my weird sense of humor. But anyway, so yeah, I'll be quiet for the next few cutscenes, and I'll be thinking of stuff to say. I'm not going to try to repeat everything that I said before, because I find when I try to do the exact same thing that I did before, I just feel like it's fake. Especially if I'm trying to get like a joke across or the same emotion across, you know. So I'll just be keeping my mind blank here, and if I think of anything, whether it's the same situation as before, that I in my last failed attempt at playing through this game, or whether it's new, then you know, I'll say it. But anyway, enjoy the cutscene.
Going to do next, Darui, you'd do better to think about the summit right now. If anything happens, there'll be trouble.
Yeah, I know that. Still.
Kakashi, what should we do next?
Let's see.
Your petition didn't go through, and you haven't yet decided what to do. In that case, why not listen to my story?
You're Akatsuki?
I don't believe we've met in person before, have we?
That mask.
The fourth Hokage told me that some guy in a mask is the one pulling the Akatsuki strings.
So you're the one pulling the Akatsuki strings. You're Madara Uchiha.
Well, well. So you know that much already, do you? I'm rather surprised.
The fourth Hokage told me. He said you were the worst of the worst.
The fourth Hokage, Minato Namikaze.
Madara. I thought the first Hokage defeated you long ago.
And yeah, sorry guys, my cough is getting actually a lot better.
As you can see,
The pressure in my lungs has lifted a lot. I don't know if I said it in the first episode or not. I'm not really sick. I was like a week or two ago, but like the last week I've been having still the cough. I mean, it doesn't hurt my throat anymore, but I still have the cough. It comes out now and again. So sorry if I have to do that.
What is this thing that caused pain Nagato to betray me? Naruto, you've sparked my interest.
I don't care about what you want. Tell me about Sasuke. He's in the Akatsuki now, right?
Sasuke, huh? True, he is in the care of the Akatsuki right now, and he's doing what I want him to.
So you tricked Sasuke?
Maybe.
Why, you...
Wanna go? Perfect. It's a good chance to see for myself the power that defeated pain. Come now, show me. Let's see what the hero of the leaf can really do.
Oh, ooh. Actually, well, it's not good enough to heal yet, but I'm a little bit surprised I didn't realize that I had lost that much health. One of the great things about this game that you'll see here, guys, is that like sometimes the battles start out like with this how you see that purple circle underneath Madara's name, specifically I don't know why I continued my combo there. I could have dashed, but especially since he was nowhere near me. But anyway, especially near his substitution bar, that purple circle, that means he's in awakening mode. Because actually this is the character Toby, which was his guise that he was using. He was basically pretending to be a weak idiot, the weak link in Akatsuki and the idiot of the Akatsuki, but he's actually the mastermind. And this is his awakening where he reveals his true self. So since they want you to fight Madara and not the silly Toby, they decided to have this as this battle completely. Ooh, that has homing, doesn't it? I didn't realize that. But they had decided to have this battle completely against Toby, and that's pretty cool because in that way, without having to pull any BS and like make a whole nother character slot where it isn't needed, they can have you fight a whole different character just by doing something like that, which is pretty cool.
It's like he's just playing.
Oh yeah, and this level up system for the for the ninja tool items that you can use during battle with legend and hero, it's pretty much only through the adventure, obviously, but and I almost didn't like it at first, but I kind of do, not really. I mean, I kind of still think that they should have probably left it out, but I still find it interesting because you know, with having to unlock more slots and better items to be able to put on the roster, it actually increases the challenge of the battles, because in this game the AI is actually decently smart, and I have lost a few times, or gotten really close to losing, but I have had to use items, and every time you use items, unlike in Storm 2, once you use them they're gone, you have to replenish. So being able to use less items until you level up and being able to use weaker items until you level up adds to the challenge. So I enjoy that a little bit, but still, it's not, you know, a level up system for using ninja tools isn't really all that, I don't know, fun and revolutionary, so I'm kind of iffy on that. I mean, it adds to the challenge, but I really still think that they probably should have left it out. But you know, and there was Madara's evil glare too. I know it was a few seconds back, but they do that a lot in the game. Madara likes to his evil glares, and they do pull it off very nicely every time. It's not the same. Every single glare has a different angle to it or a different look, but it definitely is a nice touch.
I, Mifune, shall preside over it. Now let the 5 Kage summits commence.
There is no time. First, I will tell you why I called you here. I've summoned you here to finally question your loyalties.
This is very sudden, Arakage. Loyalties? Aren't you exaggerating a bit?
I don't know about exaggeration, but loyalty definitely is a heavy subject, especially when it comes to leaders.
Leaf, stone, sand, mist. The Akatsuki is composed of rogue ninja from your villages. And that's not all. I have proof that there are those among you who have even utilized the Akatsuki.
Utilized? What do you mean by utilized?
You're Kazekage, and you know nothing? You Sand have previously used the Akatsuki.
Currently, all 5 great nations are equally stable and are switching over from arms buildup to disarmament. Of course, there are risks that come with that. If a war breaks out suddenly, who will fight?
So one way to avoid that risk is having a mercenary force, such as the Akatsuki handy. Is that it?
They go into battle for a very low price, and they've achieved excellent results.
Don't go high and mighty on me.
The Raikage there too. When I first saw him in the manga, I thought it was going to be a meathead. You know, like all power, no brains kind of thing, and kind of like Naruto. I mean, although Naruto is getting a little bit smarter as he goes along, especially with his shadow clone usage, but the Raikage is actually a pretty smart dude, and even though he has fits of rage every now and then, he's a pretty good at controlling himself as well, which surprised me, because, you know, he just screams the kind of uncontrollable, do what I want when I want kind of character, but, you know, he's a pretty cool dude.
What is it?
The Akatsuki's leader is probably Madara Uchiha.
What?
I don't understand it all myself, but this is from a pretty reliable source.
I thought he was long dead. So, he really is a monster, huh?
Let me say this as the leader of this neutral state. It's a rare thing indeed for all 5 Kage to convene in one place. So how think you? Until the Akatsuki can be disposed of, why not form the world's first allied ninja force?
Allied forces?
A splendid proposition. We are practically in a state of emergency. Cooperation is key.
That would be acceptable. However, to whom do you propose handing the reins of these allied forces?
If the choice were left solely to you all, you would squabble. Thus, I would like to make this suggestion. The only remaining Jinchuriki is the Leaf's Nine-Tails, and I feel that how he is guided will be the key. Also, considering that working with differing personalities, ages, and nations would be necessary, I think the best choice would be this. Why not allow the Hidden Leaf Village's Hokage to lead the Ninja Alliance forces?
What?
That's a lie!
You guys gotta believe me here. Raikage really is a little bit level-headed when he needs to be, even though he pretty much slammed the desk like 3 times in that scene.
That is the truth about Itachi. He died for Sasuke and for the Leaf.
Oh yes, the truth about Itachi. That's also something that appears in Storm 2. They just he doesn't go into explaining it again because it's actually a pretty long explanation. It's an interesting one. It's a very, very good story, but you know, it's a longer explanation, and it's you know, from the way that they explain it in Storm, or even in the anime or manga, whichever one, because like I said, the games follow the manga very well, and so does the anime. But yeah, so not only was it a long explanation, but it was also very dramatically executed, and I don't think that. I think that they just decided not to do it because it's unnecessary to explain again, especially since most people would already know what it was by this point. So if you guys want to see that, and go check out my Storm 2 playthrough. At this point, I've only uploaded to the end of the first chapter, because I want you guys to focus all on this game instead of focusing on both Naruto's and either feeling overwhelmed or confused. But I will continue to upload afterwards.
They trained together and grew up together, but they had two different attitudes toward peace. The older son knew strength was necessary for peace. The younger son knew love was necessary for peace. When the Sage of the Six Paths finally named a successor, he chose the younger son, who sought love. Enraged, the older one declared war on his brother. Their descendants continued the battle even as time marched on. The older brother's descendants came to be known as the Uchiha, the younger brothers, the Senju.
Senju? You mean the clan of the first Hokage?
That's right. I have met Hashirama Senju, the first Hokage, and battled many, many times. Naruto Uzumaki. I can tell that you hold Senju's will of fire within you. Senju and Uchiha, will of fire and hatred. Naruto and Sasuke. Just next in line to be chosen by destiny. Sasuke has shouldered the entire burden of Uchiha hatred and plans to ram that curse of hatred deep into the world. That hate is his strongest weapon, his friend, and the true source of his power. That is Sasuke's ninja way. You will probably end up fighting Sasuke again one day. Or rather, I'll throw Sasuke at you. This long, predestined battle, I will have Sasuke prove his heritage as an Uchiha.
Sasuke is not your toy! Quit talking nonsense!
If your goal really is that foolish proof, then why collect the tailed beasts? What's your true objective?
Well, if I were forced to choose, it would probably be to become a complete form.
See, there it is again.
What do you mean?
Telling you now would be somewhat
Madara
meaningless.
likes his glares.
I'll tell you under more fitting circumstances. It was fun chatting with you folks.
Aw, thanks. It was fun chatting with you too.
Later.
Bye-bye. We'll have pizza next time. Just you and me. We're bros now. Bro fist. Bro huff. You a bro? You a brony? Madara? Yeah? Yeah? No? Yes? No? Yeah? Actually, I'm not a brony either. Oops, I forgot.
Why would you give supreme authority over the Ninja Alliance to him? This man is also known by the moniker, the Ninja of Darkness.
That's quite a moniker there. I actually never heard the word moniker before.
Stating my unbiased opinion as a neutral party.
If it's acceptable, then I...
Yeah, but neutral parties are always the guys who get the most flack.
Don't make me laugh.
Nobody wants a neutral party. Well, I mean, sometimes it's good, but most people don't want it. Everyone wants to think they're right. The only people that really want a neutral party are the people that are in a neutral party, usually, to be quite honest.
Ow, what's this about? What does Lord Hokage's bandaged eye have to do with anything?
Something about the way things were going felt off, so I took the liberty of using my Byakugan on the Lord Hokage.
And the Byakugan is actually supposed to be something that's special to the Hidden Leaf Village. So what happened was the Cloud was always trying to steal the Byakugan from the Hidden Leaf, and somehow successfully did it one time when they weren't actually caught. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of ironic there that Ao is using the Byakugan to sniff out the Hokage here. It's actually kind of a touchy subject too. But I guess it's been such a long time since they actually successfully got the Byakugan that everyone just dropped it.
Lord Hokage.
I don't think Ao was the one who got it either. Like, actually took it. I think he just received it. Oh, here's Zetsu. Hi, Zetsu. Zetsu's just... I don't know. Just can't speak today. Zetsu's such a troll. Yeah, see? He's a troll. He was supposed to guide Sasuke here, and now he's saying, "Oh, Sasuke's here. Let's go. Let's find Sasuke, everybody. Everybody."
Sasuke? What's he doing here?
Well, first question is, what's Zetsu doing here? And why is he naked? Is he, look, Darui's censoring him. No, I'm joking. He doesn't have anything. He's just a form. He doesn't have anything. Well, he has a butt, but he doesn't have anything else. Well, you know, nothing, nothing bad. He has a mouth and a nose and stuff too, but...
Sir, we're going to avenge B. Come!
This summit could get interesting.
Yes, it could. And it
We would
will.
like you to confirm whether the Hokage's visual jutsu is still engaged or not, please.
It's not. Right now, even his chakra network is quiet. The jutsu is undone.
Lord Hokage.
You know something I'm disappointed in? Besides Konkuro and Tamari, because they were main characters from the start, Ao and, what's his name? Chojiro, I think? And all the other aides to the Kage aren't playable characters. Still. Like, they were supports for, Generations. And I don't think they were in Storm 2, but I know they were supports for Generations, and I'm like, oh cool, they're gonna actually be playable characters for this game, but nope. They still don't have them as playable characters. And yeah, sure, they don't fight, but that much, but they should still do it. I mean, come on, man.
Morals and ethics will affect no change at all.
Although I'm not as disappointed in them not being in there, because like I said, they haven't really fought much, so they would pretty much have to make up stuff.
Even if you think it's alright, in the end...
However, there will be more characters later on that show up that were also not included as a playable character, which I will be, well, not raging, you know, because I don't rage. I'm all good here. I'm all good. But, you know, I'm still disappointed that they're not playable. And I probably will ask Namco Bandai about that, because that's what I do. Whenever I actually want something in a game, I'm the kind of guy that goes out there and say, hey dudes, I need this in the game, because I don't really know what you guys were thinking, but peeps want this stuff done, and most people actually won't actually tell you that they want it done, so I'm going to do it for them. You know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of other people do talk to him and like send letters of concern or complaint or whatever to try to make the world a better place. No, I'm just kidding. To make games better, because, you know, well, I guess games can actually help teach some things, but you know, for the most part, games aren't as important as other things that could be done with the use of letters and or public announcements, but you know, anyway, so yeah, I still take the initiative to do that kind of stuff, because even though a lot of people probably other do it, compared to the amount of people that actually play the stuff and like, you know, like, yo, I wish they did this kind of thing, I'm pretty sure that it's a very small amount of people that actually like go up and say, hey, I want this done, like, what are you guys doing here, like, will you change this kind of thing? I think there's a very small amount of people that actually do that compared to the people that actually play these things. And it doesn't even have to be about games either, it can be about a lot of stuff, like I said, even other more important stuff, you know, like maybe something that's going on in the school, like some kind of school policy or whatever, or even as high up as the government policy, you know? So,
no holds barred.
people just underestimate what kind of stuff they can do, even by themselves, let alone when they're together, you know? And they're just like, oh, I can't do anything by myself, I'm not even going to try, I'm not going to do anything.
What should we do?
And even though they can still make a voice even by themselves, even if they thought that they would need other people with them, at the very least they could say, okay, I'm going to go talk to my friends and family and see if they can talk to their friends and family and like try to get a group thing going here, you know, like some support going on here. Because, you know, even though one person can make a difference, there's definitely strength in numbers, and I just don't know why people can say, well, you know, I don't think I'm going to make enough impact as a single person, so I'm going to go talk to other people. I mean, that works, man. I mean, you go talk to other people, they think the same thing you do, or if you can convince them to think the same things that you do, then you're good to go, man. I mean, I don't know why you have to think, oh, well, I can't do it immediately. It's going to take some work, so I'm just going to forget it, you know? I mean, so what if you can't do it immediately?
He went off to reconnoiter.
It's not really going to be worth much if you can do it immediately anyway, is it? I mean, some of the things that are most worthwhile is something that you have to work for. And that's a lot coming from me, because I'm still learning how to work for things instead of procrastinating and whatever. But you know, I mean, for the stuff that's really counts, and for the stuff that's going to take a lot to change people's minds, yeah, sure, it's going to take a lot, but it's not impossible.
Yes, sir.
So, anyway, enough of my moralistic and political ranting, or governmental, or whatever you want to say.
You were wrong again, Sir.
But anyway, back to the game. I'm done with that. I didn't even rant like that in the first time. The first time I played through this game for YouTube. I might have ranted sometimes, but it was always about the game. It was never about
Let's go.
political things or real world things or whatever. Or if I did talk about real world things, I somehow related it to the game. Well, of course I was relating it to the game here now, but you know, it wasn't as grounded in the real world, and it wasn't as much as a rant. Maybe it lasted a minute or two. This lasted what, 5 minutes more?
What was that feeling? Everything in me is trembling.
I was focusing so much on it that I didn't move on with the story with this X-prompt stuff. Oh yeah, sorry if you guys are getting tired of me talking by now. Post in the comments how I'm doing. Like, you know, this is only my second attempt at doing a Let's Play with full commentary. The other one's Storm 2, and I only actually started about episode 30 on Storm 2, so it's going to be a while before you actually see anything. But yeah, so tell me how I'm doing, because I'm trying to do my best. I'm trying to talk not too little, not too much. I'm trying to make my stuff interesting and, you know, actually make you guys get the feeling that I'm interacting with you and moving around and stuff. And I actually even do hand motions sometimes here, even though I don't have a webcam to use. But
monstrous chakra.
We'll wait until after this cutscene for me to continue, since I've been talking through every scene from now back to Mississippi. But you know,
now there's a flashy entrance for you. Sheesh.
Pun not intended originally. I like puns. I do.
What's up? That guy's seriously ticked about something.
I'm the self-proclaimed pun king.
The giant in the middle is the Raikage.
Oh yeah, and also thanks to my buddy Confound, I'm also the Lord of Black Magic.
Hey, where's Cutting?
Yeah, so, and I don't know if I mentioned this in the first episode either, so I'll mention this again. If I ever mention actually any of my buddies on YouTube in one of my videos, then I'm going to be posting a link to their Twitter account, and feel free to check them out, because they're awesome, and I love them, and they help me out a lot with my videos, and also with my self-confidence, so yeah. And basically, excuse me, what Con does, he actually made a new channel, Confounded Games, just a little bit ago, where he's going to be moving most of his gameplays. But before that, he did gameplays, mostly in Minecraft. Some pretty good Minecraft, mind you. He does awesome Minecraft. There have been times where I've sat watching him for hours late at night, like eating cereal or whatever, and just watching him, because he's pretty awesome. And he talks with the audience, too, so I had some pretty interesting conversations with him over live streams. But yeah, he does Minecraft, he does how-tos, he does artwork. So yeah, he does a lot of stuff, man, and it's all pretty good. Oops. Yeah, He is really eating me up, isn't he? Alright, Raikage, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
There's no way he'll beat the boss. Hurry up and vanish. Bruno style.
That is all.
Alright, got him right there. Let's see. Yes, we got him. That's about a half bar. Yep. Free half bar. A little bit more than a half bar. Oh, I thought I had him then. Guess he was a little out of range.
Nobody asked for your help. Everything else will destroy.
Alright, we got him. Hopefully that was a pretty good ranked battle, because there are, I think, there are at least 3 boss battles, or, you know, 3 chapters, I mean, where I didn't get very good scores, and 3 of them, like, having to do mostly with boss battles, because in this game, you get, like, half of the trophies are getting S ranks, A ranks, and S ranks on boss battles, and I still have to, like, get A's and S's on, like, 3, maybe 4 boss battles in this game. And after this next section up here, there's going to be 2 boss battles, so, you know. I really want to platinum this game, and I will, somehow.
I can't believe he's gotten this far against Lord Raikage. That Uchiha is far better than expected.
But if that's all he's got, he'll never beat the boss. Say, he doesn't look like he's having trouble. But don't tell me none of this is getting through.
We shouldn't expect less from the Raikage.
Playtime's over. It's time to finish you off.
This is it.
Cool guy, Gaara.
God of the sand.
Why'd you interfere, Kazekage? Not that I'm gonna forgive you either way.
I have something personal to discuss.
You know,
with
Gaara used to be
Sasuke
evil.
Uchiha.
And he was a pretty good villain, but then when he became a good guy, I respected him so much more, and he's so much more awesome now. I may just be biased against good guys, but, you know, that's how I roll. I like a good villain, especially when they give the hero so much trouble, because I like, you know, the stories are based off of conflict. You don't like read or watch anything if it doesn't have any kind of conflict in it. You don't read about some guy getting up in the morning and making coffee and that's it, kind of stuff, you know? I mean, so I like villains because of that, especially because sometimes the villains are just outright cool, like say Itachi for one. And at this point, I'm going to say Itachi's actually really a good guy. You'll find out if you watch Storm 2, but why he's actually a good guy. But you'll see in this game a little bit later that he's actually pretty much a good guy. But yeah, he was still an awesome villain when he was actually portrayed as a villain. What's it?
I know.
But still, like I still like Hero so much more because I'm a guy of light here. I mean, I love good guys. I love it when they stand up for awesome stuff, and when they say awesome stuff that's really relevant. There have been actually a few things that I've learned through anime that have helped me get through struggles in my life, and I'm not saying that anime is a savior or anything. I'm fully believe that the only thing that can really save us is Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian and everything, but you know, I mean, it's not. But there are still some relevant things, you know, and actually with me, I want to make an anime or manga someday, hopefully, and if I do, then I wanted to make it with those kind of relevant things to it, you know, things that I've learned through my walk with Jesus, and also through other things, through like people I've met, or through anime, even, especially anime, since like I'm gonna be, if I can do an anime, you know, it just makes sense to have things I learned from anime in anime. But anyway, so what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like good guys a lot because, you know, I just think it's rocking. Good guys. But I especially like it when good guys actually overcome adversity. I don't like it so much when they're overpowered or when they like win all the time. And for the most part, there are times where the hero ends up winning, even if they do go through a lot of hardships during a single battle. But as long as it's interesting and stuff, as long as there's some kind of relevance to it, and as long as it's, you know, there's no way for me to really say, like, this is the rule as to whether I like it or not, but there's no, like, pattern that's going to be able to let me tell you guys, oh, this is what I like and this is what I don't like, but, you know, there are times where I, like, call BS, and then there are times where I'm like, oh, that's awesome, you know, but overall, like, here, right here, Sasuke, this scene right here, this is such an awesome villain scene. Like, he's such an awesome villain. I wish he was still good, because I remember all the times where he was best friends with Naruto and Sasuke. Or, I mean, Naruto and Sakura, what am I saying? But he's really an awesome villain. So is Madara.
Let me show you my darkness.
Anyway, so that was rant number 2. This time actually about the game, but oh well. That's we'll relieve the rant for next episode, maybe, if I can control myself.
If this keeps up, then
anyway, like I said earlier in the episode, post in the comments what do you think about my comments. Do you think it's relevant or not? Do you actually understand what I'm saying? Or understand first. If you do, then do you agree with what I'm saying? And just if you have any tips on what I'm doing, like just like a confidence booster, like good job or whatever, then go ahead and post that. If you have any advice as to what I can do better or different, then go ahead and post that too. I'm not going to just like all of a sudden listen to everything that I hear or see from you guys, but I definitely do appreciate your feedback, and I do take into consideration what people say. Don't always, you know, I'm still my own person, and I'm not gonna mold myself into what you guys want me to be. And I'm not trying to say that like being a jerk or anything. I'm just saying like, like I'm me, and I'm hoping that you guys like me for me right now. And I definitely can do better. I can make my life better. I can make myself better, like especially with my confidence in myself. I can make my videos better too, but you know, I'm not going to completely change myself around or whatever. When at the end of the day, when you come back and watch these videos like years from now, and then you look at my newer videos, I guarantee you I'm going to be the same guy. I might be a little bit better off, but I'm going to be the same guy.
Hurry up and take me there.
So I just hope that you guys are all right with that, and that you help me grow. Like, you know, I really like.
You can't do it all alone.
I really like people, and I really like being around people, and I really appreciate it when people genuinely want to be around me and for me, and when they genuinely have good advice that they can give me, because they just want to see me grow as a person. Oh, also, right here, mob battles, like hack and slash sections. Pretty awesome. I was worried at first about this because I felt like they were doing something that wasn't really Naruto, or at least not the Storm games. You know, not not a really part of the Storm tradition, and I thought they were gonna try to ruin it or whatever. But they actually did pretty well. For one thing, there's only 3 sections in here with mob battles, so they didn't do it like over the top here. They did it very small. I'm not sure if they did it to just make sure that it didn't have too much of a presence in the game, or if they were just doing it to test it out and see how people liked it, or both. But you know, oh, and here's the ultimate decision thing. I'm gonna show you each one, and I will go back and do this legend thing next time for you guys, like on a separate video. But like I said, since I did Legend on my Twitch, even though it sucked, my Twitch stream, I mean, then I'm going to be doing Hero on my actual playthrough here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy anyway. Hold on, let's see what we have here.
It's dangerous. I can sense several huge chakras.
And then what we have over here.
It's awfully quiet. I can't sense any strong chakras either. Do you want to try this road?
Yes, I do. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the mob battles. They don't have much of a presence here, but they're still pretty cool. Like, they really are really fun. They're well designed and they're fun. Like, and I was really surprised. I was happy, first of all, that they didn't have that huge of a presence, because even though this is fun, for the most part, hack and slash isn't my thing, at least with playing games. I usually get bored with them pretty quickly. So I don't know if it would have been the same thing with this here or not. But I don't know if it would have been the same where I would have gotten bored with this too or not. But I'm glad that they at least had it on a low dial just in case. And also I wanted to shout out to another friend of mine here, Dark Masamune, because he does awesome hack and slash stuff. He actually calls himself Mr. Hack and Slash, or maybe his friends give him that nickname. I don't quite know yet, but he does some pretty awesome stuff, and he's really interesting to watch. He also has great commentary himself, sometimes talking about real-world things, and he has a lot to say, and it's really relevant. It's really awesome. He just has a great outlook on life and has some good gameplay. So if you want to check him out, I'll be putting his Twitter account in the link as well. I did YouTube accounts for the first time with my Storm playthrough. I think I don't know if I did it with any of my playthroughs, but I did YouTube channel at first. But a good friend of mine, Silas, who I will also link. There's a lot of shoutouts going here. Told me that it would actually be a little bit like, and people would probably check it out more if I put the Twitter account on. So that's what I'm gonna do. As far as Silas goes, he does a lot of Minecraft stuff, but he also does other stuff too. Like there have been times where he's played tablet games, handheld games, you know, and he also does some awesome like art. The last few things I know I've seen him do is he did a few live streams of live fan art, particularly of Naruto. He also does a lot of Minecraft art, like pixel art, and also some Black Ops 2 emblem art. Because I never really play Call of Duty much, and I didn't know much about Black Ops especially either. But the emblem art thing on that game is actually pretty extensive, and he can do a lot of stuff with it. He did some pretty good stuff on there. And so yeah, if you guys want to check him out, he also does some random videos too, like some random really funny videos. One of his earlier things he did was a live-action Minecraft trailer starring him, and it was tight, man. I mean, it was funny. I haven't had the opportunity to play Minecraft really because first of all I don't have the game, and also I don't think my computer, even as non-complex, at least in terms of graphics, it is and stuff. My computer is apparently not good enough even to run Minecraft. And I'm not saying Minecraft's like too simple or whatever, so don't get offended or anything like that. But you know, but my computer's not good enough to play Minecraft, so I really want to, but for now I can't. So I haven't had much time with Minecraft, but it's really awesome. It's really fun, and I hope to be able to play it with them in the future. Oh yeah, speaking of Minecraft as well, he does both PC and Xbox Minecraft. Confounded does Xbox as far as I've seen. I'm not sure if he does PC too, but if he does, then cool. You know, I haven't been able to see any of that kind of stuff. All the streams I've seen in the past like month or two were Xbox. But yeah, so check those guys out. They're pretty awesome. And yeah, sorry if I'm ranting again or if you don't enjoy it. I really hope you do. I'm actually not worrying about it right now. I know that before I've come across like I'm condescending on myself, and like I really am at that point. And also, like, sometimes even saying outright, I'm kind of iffy on whether I actually feel confident myself or not in my commentary. But I feel good right now, so I'm just going with it. But I still would like to know what you guys think. Oh, and here's the awesome scene. Just listen to that music. I call it Minato's theme. I'm not really sure if it is, but it was introduced with the Minato in the prologue, so I call it Minato's theme. Minato deserves it anyway, because he's an awesome guy. But, but yeah, look at this scene, man. And especially how they have the camera shifting like it's actually a moving head and everything. Man, this game is really cinematic, especially with the camera angles, you know? Like this camera angle right here. I mean, it shows the... Like, it's just like a movie. Like, it shows the legs instead of, like, just the two characters. It's not some kind of boring camera angle where they show both characters, like, on one side or anything. They really get creative with the camera angles here. So, anyway. Enough of my ranting.
What a waste.
Oh yeah, it's going on 50 minutes, so I might as well say this now. The way this is working, even though the first 2 episodes were 30 minutes, and as I said before in my first episode, it was because I was going somewhere, and I was going to record the last half hour after I got back, and I don't know if you guys count it as a deceit or not, because, like I told you, the second episode and onward is actually a re-recording, so it really wasn't what I recorded after I got back. But I figured to at least keep it the same length as before, not only because the pacing seemed to be really good last time, even before I deleted it as far as the episodes went, but also just to like keep it themed again. So if you guys feel betrayed or whatever, I don't see why you would, but if you feel betrayed by that, I'm sorry. But yeah, so first 2 episodes were half an hour, but the way this is gonna work is that the way this is going to work is we're going to go for about an hour, or until the episode's complete. So if the episode, chapter. So if the chapter is complete before an hour goes by, as long as it's 45 minutes or more, then that'll be the entire episode. But if I don't complete a chapter, I'm not anywhere near completing it before then, before the next episode, then I will stop it. Yes, I got a trophy, awesome. I got S rank 2, right? Right? Yes, awesome. 2 trophies. I'll wait till this scene's over. Hold on. And this is why I want Chojiro in there. I mean, I want the other guys too, but I especially want Chojiro. But he's not playable. Thanks, Namco Bandai. No, but all seriousness, this game is awesome, either way. But still, seriously, Namco Bandai, I still want these guys in the game.
You were a rather impressive boy.
Same thing with, well, yeah, I do want Kurenai and Anko as playable characters as well, because they used to be. But I can see why not, because after Itachi and Kisame came calling to the village after Naruto Part 1, which was like pretty much halfway through the series, Kurenai didn't have much to do in there. And even before that, she didn't have much to do either. But especially after that, she took a sidestep, and then she got pregnant with Asuma's baby, and she hasn't even appeared in the anime at all, like as far as I can remember, except for like maybe 2 scenes in the Pain Invasion arc. So I can see why she's not in this game anymore, because she's never had a big part in the story. And I mean, and I'm not saying that I hate on Kurenai. I wish that she was, and even though she doesn't have a big part in the story, I still wish you guys put her in the game, because for the PS2 games, you guys made a moveset for her, and that was nice. And but then you took her away from me, and that's not nice. So please put her back.
What's the meaning of this?
Same thing with the Kage-A's. So what? They haven't fought much. Put them in the game, please. Like playable, you know. And also Anko, because she was also playable in the PS2 games.
He should have been dusted.
Oh yeah, and the Sound Ninja 4. I mean, come on, guys. Yeah, sure, they lost the part of the story after Storm 1, and for some reason Kabuto didn't see fit to resurrect him. But you know, I want them back. They were awesome. They were awesome, man. And after seeing the Ninja timeline that shows the main battles from Part 1 Naruto, which I still have to unlock actually, I was excited for a bit, but you only showed the boss battle, the battle with Kimimaro again, like all the previous games for the PS3, and that makes me sad. Bring the Sound Ninja 4 back as playable characters. Not only, yeah, sure, they haven't been in the game or in the story much since then because they're dead, like Anko and Kurenai, even though they're not dead, but still. They actually had a full moveset. They fought in the anime and the manga. They had a full moveset. You put them in the games on the PS2. Put them back. It doesn't matter if they're not in the story. Same thing for the pre-time skip characters. I'm glad that you put back like 6 of them in this game from Generations, but they're only the ones that you actually chose to show the battles for in the Ninja timeline. Again, put them back in the game. We need them. It adds more characters, it adds more flavor. Doesn't matter if they're in the story or not. I mean, yeah, sure, half of this game is the story mode because you guys really put a lot of work into it. It's very narrative, but I just remember this is a very important scene. I'll rant a little bit later. Hold on.
Right.
Sorry.
Once the sage
Very, very
of the
sorry,
Six
guys.
Paths was revered by the people of the world as a god. Why was that? Because he was their savior. He saved this world from a certain monster. Gara, you once held merely one piece of that monster sealed within you.
Gara used to be the one tails, in case you guys didn't know.
tailed beasts, and
which was a
infinite chakra.
Which was a one-tailed raccoon.
Name was the 10 tails.
He didn't look like a raccoon though, but he was a raccoon. Trust me, they say he's a raccoon in the show.
Tailed beasts only went up to 9 tails.
I should know.
They are the result of the 10
As you
tails
guys can
chakra
probably
being
tell,
split into 9
I'm a
parts
very
by the
nerdy guy
sage of the
when it
6
comes to Naruto.
paths.
I don't like where this is
That's it.
heading.
I promise I'm not going to talk anymore yet.
This
For a
is
while.
why you were collecting tailed beasts.
The sage of the 6 paths developed a certain ninjutsu in order to protect the world from the 10 tails. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. The sealing jutsu system of Jinchuriki. That was it. With the sealing jutsu, the sage of the 6 paths shut the 10 tails inside himself.
Inside himself? You mean...
Exactly. The sage of the 6 paths was the
That was
10
my dog,
tails
and she wants to go out of my room
Sage
now.
of the 6 paths. A Jinchuriki?
I understand you're gathering tailed beasts to acquire the power of this 10 tails.
Yeah, so this is a pretty big revelation here, guys, and sorry, I actually started talking through like half of the scene. So that's why I wanted to shut up, because this is important. This is a major shocker right here. This is like big stuff.
Certain jutsu.
Especially if you guys don't already know the plot line.
What are you plotting?
A super genjutsu where I project my eye off of the moon's surface. An infinite Tsukuyomi. All humans living on this earth under my genjutsu. By controlling them all, I shall unify the world. I will create a world with no bad blood, no wars. Everything will be united. That is Project Tsukinome.
That's insane! I'm not handing the world over to you!
Darn
Peace
right.
that exists only as illusion is
Sorry, that
just
was my
that.
foot.
Illusion. Peace is only meaningful when it is truly achieved.
There is no hope
Yeah, Gara,
in
you
the
tell
world
him.
as it is now. Don't you 5 Kage know that best of all? To hope is equivalent to giving up, and is the biggest deception of all. I have already gathered
That's some
most
pretty
of the tailed beasts.
strange
Things
reasoning
are
there.
already moving according to my wishes. Just 2 remain. Hand over the 8 tails and 9 tails. Cooperate, or it's war.
The 8 tails? Did you say the 8 tails? What do you mean? You took B!
The 8 tails capture failed and he escaped. Now he is a ninja who is perfect Jinchuriki material. And he lives up to being your little brother.
Ah, that fool! So he used this opportunity to get out of the village and play hooky!
So what will you do?
Yep, he did.
I'm waiting for your answer.
I think you guys, if you guys haven't seen Killer B yet, then you'll probably find it hilarious. You'll probably find him hilarious.
I may not have strength, but I do have the powers
Either that or
of tailed
annoying.
beasts.
One or the other. So that's usually how it is,
You
isn't it?
have no chance of winning.
We will not abandon hope.
Very well.
Then I hereby declare war on you all. The 4th Great Ninja War.
What? Are you serious?
I would never say such a thing in jest. We will next meet on the battlefield.
Well, what do we do now?
Form a ninja alliance force. It's the only way we can counter the power of 7-tailed beasts.
I also feel we have no other option.
What about you, Lord Raikage?
Seems my little brother is safe. But we can't let ourselves be bullied by the Akatsuki any further. We form a ninja alliance force, and we wipe them out.
What about the Leaf Village? The Hokage's still in the wind.
Those dark rumors about Danzo persist, and after what's happened at this summit, he's lost our trust. Danzo's standing in the Leaf will also become shaky. He must be deposed.
I'll pass on the news about a Ninja Alliance force.
Excuse me.
I trust.
Again.
Who's that?
Kakashi Hatake of the Sharingan Eye.
Oh, him. I'm good with that. He at least seems more trustworthy than Danzo.
Lord Raikage, we must search for Killer B right away. If the Akatsuki are after the 8 and 9 Tails, they're probably still persisting in their pursuit of B.
Agreed. We'll put together a search party and find B now. We will share intel with you of rock, mist, sand, and leaves. Use it to begin your search at once.
That leaves the 9 Tails. Naruto Uzumaki.
I saw Kakashi Hatake and the 9 Tails brat on our way here. They may still be in the Land of Iron. I would look around here first.
Understood.
In order to stop Madara's Project Tsukinomi, we must keep the 8 and 9 Tails out of his clutches. We need to find them immediately and get them out of sight, and fast.
No, I can't even imagine the power Madara has already amassed from capturing 7 of them. The Ninja Alliance forces must also plan to use the strength of the 8 and 9 Tails in battle. Agreed?
No, absolutely not. This is also a war to protect the 2 of them. I believe the reason why Madara is waging war with his 7-tailed beasts is that it's difficult for him to capture the 8 and 9 Tails with just the remaining Akatsuki members. He may also be hoping to lure the 2 out with this war.
I also concur with the Kazekage. We can't afford to parade the 8 and 9 Tails in front of the enemy.
Very well. So the 8 and 9 Tails will be considered under protective custody. Well, Tsuchikage?
Lord Tsuchikage, is something still bothering you?
Madara's attitude. He seemed to have a great deal of confidence. In fact, we do not even know the enemy's strength. How will we fight such a foe without the Jinchuriki? If we hold the Jinchuriki back, and our Ninja Alliance forces are wiped out protecting them, it'll all be for naught. I think it better to let the 2 participate, and wage a 2-front war alongside the Ninja Alliance forces.
I wonder about that.
Hmm?
The world's first Ninja Alliance force is being formed right now. Its strength is also still unknown, and there must be risk in Madara using the 7-tailed beast's power, or he would not have come to negotiate. It seems we both have unfavorable circumstances, but hear me. We samurai will also participate in this war. Is this more satisfactory, Lord Tsuchikage?
And we still have to decide who will lead the Ninja Alliance forces.
On that particular subject, I personally believe Lord Raikage should have the honor.
Oh?
It appears that the 8 Tails truly is alive. Thus, I feel Lord Raikage will remain calm. Besides, he's been rallying you all together quite well, and he was quick
see
to
what
come
I was
up with
saying,
the proper
guys? Even
countermeasures.
Fune agrees.
And Lord
Raikage is actually not a
is the
meathead.
only one who can control the key-tailed beast, the 8 Tails.
Mizukage, Kazekage, are you both all right with that?
This is not the time or place to squabble. I will trust Lord Raikage.
I too will trust the Raikage.
So, great fence-sitter. You're the only one who's fought Madara before. Any intel you possess is critical. You better cooperate.
You still like talking down to people and ordering them around, eh? But it beats losing this war. If the ninja world were to disappear, who would I quarrel with? All right, I'll help.
The Ninja Alliance force is hereby inaugurated. We all have a lot of work ahead of us.
Alright, I kind of suspected that was almost the end of the chapter, so that's chapter 1 done. That's also about 3 or 4 rants done. I wasn't planning on continuing that rant anyway. That was pretty much a good way to shut me up. But yeah, anyway guys, so since this is only my second playthrough of a game with full video commentary, and since it's about 2 weeks off from getting to the point where you actually see the beginning of the first one, where I actually start giving full video commentary on Storm 2, it's actually going to be even a few more weeks than that. It's going to be about 2 weeks after I stop uploading Storm 3, because like I said, I'm going to be only uploading Storm 3 from now on until I finish. But anyway, so even though my point was, before I start ranting, that you guys haven't really seen my style yet too much with the commentary, but when it comes to the point where I'm trying to say a lot of stuff in a single episode, either because I'm ranting or just because I'm trying to get all the stuff across that I didn't get to say before, I usually start mellowing out in future episodes. So if you guys didn't like my commentary this episode, or thought I said too much, or whatever the heck else, then fear not, because hopefully I'll start being a little bit more, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You know, I'll start doing better commentary in the future episodes. Anyway, if you liked the video, leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, my warriors. Hopefully you guys are still interested in my stuff. Hopefully I get better at making good videos and commentary at that. I'm definitely getting back into the groove of doing Storm 3 again, even though this is my second attempt at YouTube and third time playing the game in the past week. But yeah, so looks like we're doing all right. Once again, I'm going to post in the comments about my commentary, because I'd like feedback. And even though I'm mostly confident in myself, I still do have to wonder a little bit. I'm not completely out of the cleared out with whether I'm confident in my commentary or not yet. But yeah, so thanks for watching. See you next time.